Hello everyone, it's Abby Equestrian and welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing an updated tour of this barn in the Minecraft server Equestricraft. So I made a tour of this barn like a year ago and it's changed a lot and people really like that video, so I'm making a second part a year later. So here's the parking lot. It's quite ugly. I need to fix like this fencing and stuff, and these trailers, I didn't really know how to build them. I still don't. So these trailers don't look very good. They just kind of look like blobs. So these trailers, you know, they have room for horses. You can tie them. They have hay nets. There's like stuff. I don't really use these. I used to use them for roleplay a lot, but I don't do that much anymore. But they also look quite ugly, so if you can build a good trailer, please let me know. And then when you start coming up this way, there's a very long path, and to the right is this large pasture. So it has a little shelter, which is nice. And then some water. And yeah, so when you come up here you find the main barn, and last time these two pastures here were two small ones, but I just combined them. So it's one kind of medium-sized pasture on both sides. I usually use mares on this, put mares in that one, and then like geldings or stallions over there. And instead of going into the main barn, I'm going to start over here first. So if you come over here, there's trees. Very interesting, I know. And then I kind of made a cross-country area. It's mostly flat, but there are a few jumps, and I tried to add some mud to make it look a little better by the jumps, because cross-country does get quite muddy. Again, I find a lot of random horses just around my plot that aren't even mine, so that's lovely. There aren't that many jumps here, but I made some mountains over here, so if you follow this little trail, it leads to an abandoned barn. I don't know, I just kind of made this to add character. You can see little like wood things. Just to add some detail, like it looks bad, but like, you know, it looks abandoned and stuff. And there are these two little mountains. So yeah. And then over here, okay, so for this I wanted to make a dressage arena, but like I had a lot of space, so I was like, I'll just fill up this whole space. So this is super disproportionate. It would be like shorter or wider. Honestly, I'm not too sure. I don't know that much about dressage. But I added sand here, so like if you trod it in or something, it's good footing for your horse, because this here is stone bricks, and honestly I don't think that's very good, but it's okay. This is an arena with some smaller jumps. I'll usually just like school the horses over these, or train them, or like just ride, I don't know. And then across from that arena, I have this arena. I just put up some like pole work stuff. I don't really use this arena that much because it's quite small, but it's here. And over here, I started to build a house. I probably should have finished this before making this video, but I started building this a few nights ago. And here's the backyard. There's a peaceful little fountain and stuff. This is gonna be the layout of it. I just wanted a place so like if I do realistic role plays, it doesn't look like I just pop out of nowhere, you know? So I have a place, like a house. It looks kind of weird because it's uneven, but I'll make it look somewhat better when I'm done. And then that's just open land over there for now. So we can come over to the main barn. The main barn took quite a while to build. I started building it, I believe, at the end of 2019, so almost 2 years. That's crazy. But I take like long breaks from this server, so when you come in, there are two cross ties. You know, you can cross tie your horse. And then here's the feed room. So I just tried to make it look nice, and here I have some supplements and sunscreen, and then more stuff just to take care of the horses. And then over here, I have some stalls. I did sell a lot of horses because I had like 50 or some, and they were so much to take care of and I couldn't afford them. So these are the horses I do currently have. I put like on this side, I used to have stallions and then mares were over there and then geldings, but this is kind of a mix of mare and geldings, and this side is kind of just like the more athletic younger ones. So I think most of these are mares. I think that one's a gelding, but the other 5 are mares. And then across from here there's another cross tie, and then a tack room. I just have like saddles and then bridles and then saddle pads and then blankets. So yeah, most of these are empty. Oh, here's some more stuff. And there's more stuff. So yeah. And then the horses over here are mares or geldings, but they're kind of like, not like less athletic, but they don't really do that much jumping. Like the ones over there are like eventing horses or jumping horses. These ones are mostly older and I just don't ride them that much. So these 2 horses are stallions, so I kept them over here so they're away from the others, but they're still kind of close. And then these were 2 separate stalls before, but I combined them to make like one big one. Because over here I had 2 mules left, so they could live together, you know? Because I used to have a big mule thing because I had so many donkeys and mules, which you'll see in a few minutes, but I sold a lot of them because I never really used them. These were the 2 I kept though, so they just share this big stall. And then if you come out this way, there's this arena, which is a decent size. Right now I just have some little poles set up. For this arena I usually warm up in here and then go to that other arena if I'm jumping. So here was where I kept all the donkeys, so I had a little tack room. There's some pictures and then stuff. Yeah, I never used this tack room, but over here I kept the mules and stallions. So this used to be split in the line and I'd have mare and then stallions, and then I gave the mares their own place, but now I like don't have any donkeys, so this is kind of just empty. These were the names of the mules that I had, and you can see the doors that were open. So yeah, they had this whole place. So this is all set up weirdly because originally this was split in half and I kept just like some horses there when I only had that, and then that barn I kept like the not as fancy horses there. Yeah, they had stalls and stuff. The stalls are quite small. And then here's a tack room. Yeah, so then I moved the mares over here into this area, but I sold most of them, which is kind of sad. So here were their stalls. And then every day I'd just bring them out into this huge pasture. And I was going to fix this up and then expand it all the way down there so they could have a lot of pasture space. But I don't know, I sold most of them. And I only have those 2 left that I showed you. So comment down below if you know what I should do with this space. I'm not completely sure. Maybe I'll just make it kind of like another cross-country trail riding area. And then over here is the jumping arena. I've never changed the jumps, which I probably should do, but here's what it is. And then I have a small course here. It's not even really a course, but just some smaller jumps. And yeah, I don't usually use this arena too much unless I'm dealing with like a younger horse that's just learning how to jump and stuff. And then there's another pasture here. And there's also one right there that connects to the barn. Here are 2 round pens that are kind of disproportionate, but I sometimes use them to lunge. And then this arena I made into like a dressage arena like a year ago, but it's really small and I never use it, so I'll probably just fill it up with trees because there's no point in it. And then here were some stalls that I don't know what's going on with this, but basically, you know, the horses could live there and then they could come in or out. They used to be separate stalls, but over here I have another small pasture which was meant for the horses in here, So this barn, I kept stallions in here, and then a few lesson horses over there, but I never gave lessons. So these stalls have like doors so they can come chill outside or inside. And then I have wash racks over here, but I don't really use them because now I don't have any horses over here. And then in here's an indoor arena. I've been using this actually kind of often. It's not super big, but it's nice with the slower horses. And then in here I have like a sitting area, so that's nice. You can just sit and watch people. And upstairs there's like chairs and desks, and then you can stand here and just watch people again. And then here is another arena. I set up a few little jumps, but I honestly don't use this arena that much, and if I do, I never really use the jump. This barn right here I've built recently, and again, I don't have that many horses now. I only have like 30, so there's not a point in all of these barns, but I still have them because it makes the property look nice. So here's a tack room, and then there's a feeder room, and these stalls, again, you can go inside or outside, so they can just stand outside. And there is a cross tie here. There are also cross ties down here, and then this one has a big little outdoor area, so you could put your favorite horse there. And then over here are more trees. I just kind of have this open field with these two log jumps, just cause I don't really know. And then this barn, I made like a medical barn when all my horses were sick, and I kept like a bunch of medicines and stuff in here. I don't know if there's still that much in here. And then I also kept it for like a full area. So yeah, and then I had the small pasture. It doesn't look very good, but I kind of made it, I tried to make it like the barn in Free Reign, if you've seen that. I don't know, just like the shape of it, but then I don't even know what happened, but it doesn't look very good. So I definitely have to redo that. And then I made these small paddocks because I thought like, you know, the sick horses couldn't go into big ones, but like these are tiny. Now I'm noticing there's a lot of stuff that needs to be fixed on this plot. And if you come back over here again, here is a wash rack with a little drain. And this was the full area, so basically here the mare and the foal can go. You know, they have a little stall, but they can also play outside. That one right there is identical. I had this, so if it was like a yearling or something and you wanted just to have them run around like for a showcase, or I don't really know. And then there's 3 pastures. I still need to add the cover thing into that last one. Then this is a barn for, you know, the mare and foal. The stalls are quite big. Then I added 2 more ones over here because at one point like 6 months ago I played this game a lot and I bred a lot of horses, so that's why I made this area, but now I never really do. And this arena, again, I don't really know why this is here because, like, why would you ride horses in a full area? Unless you wanted to turn them out or something in, like, sand. But you can see I still have a lot of space on this plot, which has been like that for quite a while. And then there are 2 small pastures here. I use them for the horses that were in that barn, but now there aren't horses in that barn, so I don't really use them. So I wanted to make it kind of like a cutoff there, so this could be like a back entrance to the property, and this would kind of be like the more cross-country area. So there's some signs to signify that there will be horses, and then a parking lot, because this would be like the entrance that like the other people would, so it would technically be like the main entrance. Well, I haven't really thought this through, but it's a entrance. So here was going to be a parking lot. Very pretty, I know. And then here, I was thinking of making like trees and like a full-on cross-country course, like hardcore, and then you could cross the road carefully, and there would be a lot more over here because there's a lot of open land, and honestly there's nothing that I really want to build, so I just make it like completely wood, like mountains and everything, make it like lakes just for some nice cross-country. Then if you keep following this, there's this. So I was going to make this a showgrounds plot. So I bought those two plots next to this one, but then I accidentally merged them with the main one, and you can't unmerge them unless you unmerge every single plot. So I don't even use this, but I guess I can show you it anyways if you even want to see this. So I had like the different barns, the stalls. These are so small. The horse literally can barely stand here. I don't know what I was thinking. But all these barns are the same. They have little windows. And this arena is like double-decker. So if you come down here, there's a jump course. It's quite small, but it's there. And then if you go upstairs, there's another arena part that's also very small and a very odd shape, but we're not gonna question that. So there's, you know, an area here so you can watch the people there, and if you go up the stairs you can watch that too. And over here is an arena that's quite small, but I thought that could be like a warm-up arena, and then this would be the main showing arena, like if there was show jumping, or, you know, they could turn it into a dressage arena. And then I'm not really sure what this is, but I think this is so if you're riding and you need to get like over to cross country or something, you can go through here instead of the path, because I guess, honestly, I don't know. Oh, I think I wanted that to be a warm-up area for that, but like, I don't even know. And then this is the ugliest cross-country course you could ever see. I don't, like, that looks very sketchy. There's no landscaping. Who's, see, I just find random people's horses at my plot. But, yeah, it doesn't look very pretty, but, you know, it has the basic jumps. So I think if it's just like, even if there were just more trees or like landscaping and grass and flowers and stuff, it would look a lot nicer. So I definitely need to add stuff to that. So that's mostly it for this plot. I realized that there's a lot of stuff that I need to change, and not that much has honestly changed since the last one. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye! When you come in, oh, when you